Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't guessed it already, yes, we're gonna be talking about Disney. So excited. I love Disney with all my heart. I'm obsessed with it. I have it everywhere. It's all over my house. I have like clothing, accessories, purses, my phone case, okay, Mickey hats, shirts, ears, we got it all. Okay, I love it. um Usually when people say Disney isn't that for kids, I take that as an insult. Okay, Disney is for kids of all ages, and it's just a great and truly magical place just to get away and forget about your problems. It's literally its own world, and it's amazing. Particularly, we're going to be talking about Disney World, which is located in Orlando, Florida. And I've been going down there since I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. Now, originally this video was going to be about top 10 things you should do before traveling to Disney, whether it's your first time or you're a returning guest. But given the recent events with COVID-19, I decided not to do that. They're definitely reopening starting July 11th, but still have yet to kind of put out the procedures that they have in place for reopening. Now, on July 11th, they're going to start opening with 2 parks, Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. And then on July 15th, they're going to open with Hollywood Studios and Epcot. I figure since it's still kind of up in the air with that, I decided not to give that information because a lot of things are going to be changing once they start reopening. And if they reopen, hopefully they do. If not, I understand because there's a recent spike in cases in Florida, so hopefully everything cools down by then and they can hopefully reopen the parks. So yeah, as I said before, I've been going down since I was a kid with my family. There was a phase in high school where I was like, oh, we're going to Disney again? I know. Stupid me. Over that phase, we're good. I'm obsessed till this day. Over the years, we've built traditions with my family with going to Disney World almost every year. And one of those traditions is in Epcot. Epcot's that one with the big looking golf ball, like this pattern here. These years, yes, I actually did get from Epcot in the Mexico Pavilion, since I am part Mexican. Epcot consists of 11 different countries. You have Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, Japan, America, Italy, Morocco, England, France, and Canada. So those are the 11 countries that are in there. Not in that order, but those are the 11 countries. They also, in the beginning of the park, they have the land, which is kind of like focusing on the natural elements of the earth, like farming and nature. And then kind of to the corner of that, you have Nemo and Friends, which is kind of like a mini aquarium, and it's Nemo themed, and it has a cute little ride on there, and you could see dolphins, you can see sharks, all types of aquatic life. On the other side of that, you have like Future World almost, and that you have the ride Test Track. Oh, on the land side, you also have Soarin'. My bad. So on the future side, you have Test Track, which is kind of like a car ride, and you kind of are like a test dummy in a sense, going through the different stages of testing a car out. And then you have Mission Space, which you're supposed to feel like you're going into space, like you're in this like little capsule thing. I would never do it. I'm claustrophobic. So yeah, I'm not gonna explain about the ride when I've never been on it. But yeah, that's another ride that they have. And in each country, they also have either a show about that country, talking about the traditions and the culture, and they most of them have like a little boat ride. Kind of like the same thing, but a little more fun for the kids, to entertain the kids. Now, Epcot is definitely more of an adult park because they do have you could drink. Yeah, Mexico has the best margaritas. You could drink. It's more like walking around, looking at the shops, doing those little boat rides. They have a beautiful huge lagoon in the middle, and yeah, you could just basically drink and eat around the world. So it's definitely more for adults, and it's amazing. Definitely one of my favorite parks. Another tradition that we have is in Animal Kingdom, which is another one of my favorites in Walt Disney World. It's actually Animal Kingdom is actually in a dome. It's actually in a deep dome shape, and they did that because to make it, I think it's like 10 degrees hotter for the animals living in the park. So they have a safari ride called Kilimanjaro Safaris located in the Africa section of the park, and it literally feels like you're on a safari ride, and you see the animals in what looks like a natural habitat. Everything is so authentic and realistic, and they take very good care of the animals as if they were in, their natural habitat. Another one is the Bugs Life. It's just a little show of the movie. It's like a cute little sit down. They have their little show. It may look a little creepy because it's right under the tree. It's a little dark, but it's super fun and super exciting. Some traditions that we have in Magic Kingdom, definitely as soon as you walk in, we like to go through the shops on either side. I don't know why, but it's just a thing that we started to do. We just love to go through the shops, see what's new. It's a really like homey feel. I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels like you're in a small little town, walk through the shops. It's just fun and just like a warm fuzzy feeling. I know it's corny, but that's what it feels like. A ride that we like to go on is Runaway Train, which is in Frontierland. Now, I'm not a ride person. I don't go on roller coasters. I don't go on roller coasters that do loop-de-loops. I don't go on a lot of stuff. I like mainly the boat rides. Rides like if you're in a little truck like in Animal Kingdom and you're looking out on the safari. I like chilled, relaxed rides. Except for this one. This one is a roller coaster and I think is one of the only roller coasters I like in general. Runaway Train is really fun. Another one is Pirates of the Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you want to say it. It's another fun one. You literally feel like you're in the movie. It's a little boat ride inside. It's also another great way to cool off. You have Haunted Mansion, which is another fun one. Super cool. It feels like you're exactly in a haunted mansion, like you're in the movie. And yes, another great way to cool off. I'm just gonna say like a lot of stuff, a great way to cool off because that Florida sun is killer, especially during the summer. A great show that they have is Mickey's PhilharMagic, and it is so cute. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Fantasia, but it's Mickey when he's wearing that big hat. It's like a cone and it has the stars and the moon on it. He's wearing a big red robe. So it's on that movie, and they have Donald Duck is like the host and they're conducting it, and it's like just like a little clip, and they have stuff flying out at you. You get water spritz in your face, and you start to smell the things that they show in the show, like the pastries that they have and the champagne, popping champagne bottles. Like they have those scents, which is one of the many things I really love about Disney is you get the sense and feel of what you're seeing and experiencing, which is amazing. Another ride that, again, I'm not a ride person. I've been on it once and never again. It's Space Mountain. Now this is a very popular ride in Walt Disney World. People love it. I don't. Again, I don't like roller coasters, but I'm saying it because it's very popular and a lot of my family like it, so whatever. Another great one, it's a little show called the Carousel of Progress, and it's just an amazing little show. You literally rotate in a circle and you see the room rotate. You're rotating, not the stage, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like you're traveling through time almost, and it kind of goes through the different stages in America. And it's pretty cool. It's really sweet and I love it. I memorized the song by heart, which is pretty sad, I know. And last but not least, with the traditions that we have in Magic Kingdom is Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Now this is the funniest and cutest show I think on the property, and it's basically a comedy show hosted by characters from Monsters Inc. and you actually get to interact with the characters on screen. It's so cute, it's so funny, and you could also text in jokes. Make it kid friendly, please, there are children there. And sometimes I'll actually put it in the show and it's pretty funny. It's super cute, super cool. So yeah, on to the next, and last but not least, is Hollywood Studios. Now, Hollywood Studios, We love it. It's not really one of our favorites because it's more of a park for rides and, you know, attractions, and we're ride people, but not like the crazy rides. This has a little more of the crazy coaster rides. We don't do that. We're old geezers. So one of the things, again, like Magic Kingdom, we like to walk through the shops, see what's new, what's up, cool off from the sun again. They also have the Tower of Terror. Now in this section of the park is more of like the fun crazy rides. You have other sections of the park with rides. This one, these have very popular rides like the Tower of Terror, which is that elevator ride that shoots up and down real fast. Not for me. My family likes it, but not for me. They also have Rock and Roller Coaster, which is right across the way, and it's Aerosmith theme. And what they do, it's an indoor roller coaster in the dark, goes super fast. They have loops and turns, and they blast Aerosmith in your ears. Heard it's cool. Wouldn't know. Try it. Let me know how it is. They also have the Star Wars The Adventure Continues, which is one of the older Star Wars rides that's always been there in the park. They do have the new Star Wars section, which I have yet to visit, but I heard it's really cool and really authentic. This ride is pretty authentic too. They have also updated the scenes that you ride through, so it's kind of like you're in a little spaceship and you ride through different scenes from the Star Wars movie, and it's the updated versions of the new Star Wars films that have come out these past few years. I have yet to watch them, but I need to catch up so I can understand. But it's one of those rides that we never miss. Super fun, super cool, and overall a great time. A show that they have on there is Muppet 3D Visions. I love the Muppet show. I love Muppets in general. It's so cute. Again, another way to cool off. And they kind of do it's a celebration where they try to put together a 4th of July fireworks celebration, I think. Something like that, some type of celebration, but they're also introducing you to the different characters and how they run their show on Muppets 3D Vision. Super cute. I love it. Another show we don't miss. And last but not least, they don't have this ride anymore, unfortunately. It's the Great Movie Ride, and it's one of my favorite rides in Hollywood Studios. It's so cute. It's a ride through time, through old Hollywood, and you actually get to be involved in like a Hollywood scene, I guess you could say. Super cute, but unfortunately they closed the ride and they put in Mickey's Runaway Railway. Don't know what that's about. I don't know if it opened yet or it did open and I haven't tried it. Not sure, but I heard it's cute. So they replaced it with that ride. Now if you're like a Disney fanatic like me, you know how much it hurt when they closed that ride. I was literally crying. I know. So yeah, so those are some of the traditions that we have in every park. Now, I didn't mention any food, and I'm a huge foodie, especially when it comes to food in Disney. I know the best spots to eat, restaurants to make reservations at. I know it all like the back of my hand, but I didn't want to get into it because I could sit here for hours talking about the food, so that's going to be another video to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about traveling to Disney or have any questions on Disney and COVID-19 and what their plans are for reopening, you can actually check out the Orlando Sentinel under the Daily Disney. Daily Disney is going to be under the travel section of the Orlando Sentinel. They have updates on the parks and about the reopening. Also DisneyFoodBlog.com, always up to date with new foods and new attractions, not just for Walt Disney World, but Disney all over the world. And they also have a section as soon as you go on their homepage about Disney's latest news in reopening the parks. So I think you should really check that out for information if you want to plan for next year or want to reschedule your plans. Definitely something to check out. Well, I hope you guys come with me with questions about Disney. I am willing and happy to answer anything about Disney. I have coordinated trips for coworkers and they love, so please ask away. Again, let's also not forget to continue to fight for Black Lives Matter. You have websites like grassrootslawproject.org, colorofchange.org, change.org, NAACP.org, and Black Lives Matter are some of the few places where you could go to donate, sign petitions, and continue to educate yourself on this movement. Alright guys, that's it for today. Tune in next week for another video. Bye!